All right, graduates, teachers, can you go ahead and start assisting the graduates back out? Or Miss Trahan, can you go ahead? There, never mind, the teachers have it. Make sure you stay in order, graduates. Can you go? Make sure you take your sunglasses off, teachers and students and staff.
All right, thank you, man. Good evening. Good evening. I am Eric Poulard, 10th grade assistant principal, and I am your master of ceremony tonight for the 2020-21 graduation. Welcome to Eastern Hills High School commencement ceremony for this class of 2021. We have some outspoken students, as you taught them, as we've taught them. So I have to read a disclaimer. Student expression disclaimer, according to Texas Education Code, Section 25156, Article 3. The students who will be speaking at the graduation ceremony were selected based on neutral criteria to deliver messages of the students' own choices. The content of each student speaker's message is the private expression of the individual student and does not reflect any position or expression of the school district or the board of trustees or the district's administration or employees of the district or the views of any other graduate. At this time, could you please stand for the posting of the colors led by Senior Cadet Malik Carter and the Highlander Battalion of Eastern Hills High School's Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps under the direction of Sergeant Major Jones. The national anthem will be performed by senior members of the Eastern Hills High School Varsity Select Ensemble, Javier Frere, Humberto Lazoya, under the direction of Mr. Derek Smolsky and our 9th grade counselor, Ms. Stephanie Montega. Using the force.
I wanted to say good luck because we heard all the other seniors the last time they played like meetings ago.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got this.
Go. Go ahead. Okay, please remain standing and join Malik Carter, Senior Cadet, in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly struck, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, thank you, Ms. Montanga. Please remain standing and join Malik Carter, Senior Cadet, in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance, honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you.
All right, good job. Thank you, Malik. Oh, come on. All right, you may be seated. To our award-winning JRTC cadets and their instructors, Lieutenant Colonel Stanlia Andrews, Sergeant Major Erica Jones, and Chief Lance, we thank you. To our award-winning soloists and their band directors, Mr. Derek Smolowski and Mr. David Carson, we thank you as well. Next, Dr. Darlene Ford, Assistant Principal, will introduce our guests for the evening.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Darlene Ford. I'm the 11th grade assistant principal. We are honored tonight to have our administrative staff, academic and counseling staff, and distinguished guests with us on our platform. I would like to introduce our Eastern Hills counselors and administrators. First is our post-secondary specialist, Miss Ebony Berry. Our 9th grade counselor, Miss Stephanie Montanga. Our 10th grade counselor, Miss Shakia Ford. And our 11th grade counselor, Miss Chantelez Clater. Our 12th grade counselor and lead counselor is Miss Crystal Barther. Our 9th grade assistant principal is Miss Letitia Manning. And again, our 10th grade assistant principal is Mr. Eric Poulard. 12th grade assistant principal is Mr. Marcus Benton. Last but not least is our esteemed principal, Miss Katrina Smith. We are also honored tonight to have 4 distinguished guests with us. Dr. Cherie Washington, which is the Chief of Secondary Schools. Miss Deborah Traylor, Executive Director of Secondary Schools for the Fort Worth Independent School District. And Miss Traylor serves 12 schools in the Eastern Hills High School Pyramid. We have Miss Toby Jackson, who's our first vice president of the Fort Worth ISD Board serving District 2. We also have Mr. Evan Anderson, who is an alumni for Eastern Hills High School and a news anchor for NBC5. On behalf of Miss Katrina Smith and the faculty, staff, and families of Eastern Hills High School, we thank you for sharing this wonderful occasion with us.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ford. Next, Ms. Katrina Smith will address the class of 2021, families, friends, and guests of Eastern Hills High School. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Katrina Smith.
Good evening, parents, guardians, families, and friends. I am Principal Katrina Smith, and I welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. It's 2021, and I am giving myself 2 minutes and 21 seconds to share with you all of the highlights for this past year, as well as the moment that each of the graduates stepped onto the Hills campus as a freshman in 2017. 2 minutes. When you all first walked through the doors of Eastern Hills High School, each of you exhibited a uniqueness about yourselves that represented poise, flexibility, and determination towards your academic endeavors. You were focused and very outspoken. You were the first class to demonstrate under my tenure as a high school principal the ability to raise the state accountability bar for all 3 domains in double-digit measures for all classes before you and for the classes that will follow you. Yes, that deserves an applause. You all immediately set the precedent for the academic climate and culture on our campus. Great job, scholars. 1.5 minutes left. March 2nd, 2020, Fort Worth ISD was hit with a malware attack on the nucleus of our networking platform that prevented us from having a consistent method of communication with the entire Highlander community. A week later, here comes COVID. This plunged everyone into panic mode because we all play an integral role in the investment of each of your futures. To be quite honest, we weren't really sure what digital learning would look like for you or for us as the people who were there to guide you through this process. We were very concerned about our ability to help you all succeed in a world of such drastic and ever-shifting change. Many nights I stayed awake, pondering and praying that each of you would make the best out of your situations and would persevere, just as I always believed you all would do. My confidence was quickly restored by the time we began second semester of this school year. Now pay attention, everybody. It was quite clear to me that although we started slow, we were going to finish strong. That is just what Highlanders do. You never gave up on each other, and more importantly, you never gave up on yourselves. In fact, in this class alone, we are graduating 97% of the class. Hold on, grab your seats, because of the 194 students that are graduating tonight, 121 of you have earned a 3.0 or higher. So with 30 seconds left, as I stand here tonight to celebrate and congratulate each of you as your high school principal, please know that I do not stand here alone. Your elementary and middle school principals, faculty, and staff across the Eastern Hills Pyramid and the Fort Worth ISD administration offices are celebrating with you as well. We have always and will continue to believe in you and the many successes that you will achieve. Let me tell you something, class of 2021. Our motto for the Eastern Hills Pyramid, which was created purposefully, is to sound the alarm. So tonight, class of 2021, please stand and give your classmates a high five because we are sounding the alarm to your academic success for the past 12 years.
Thank you, Principal Smith. Good evening, Highlander family. Let's welcome Mr. Evan Anderson, Eastern Hills alumni and NBC5 broadcaster and news anchor.
First off, congratulations to the 2021 graduating class of Eastern Hills High School. Give yourself a round of applause one more time. First off, giving honor to God, for he is the reason I am standing before each of you today. My mother and father, who is in attendance here this evening, alongside family and close friends, my lovely wife, also here with us this evening, tonight. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. I'd like to recognize the best principal in Fort Worth ISD, Ms. Katrina Smith. Give her a round of applause. Or without her, you probably wouldn't be sitting where you are today. Counselor Ms. Crystal Barther, thank you so much for inviting me tonight. She was on me. She's like, you need to print your speech. What do I need to do to get you here tonight? Thank you, Ms. Barther. I appreciate it. All Eastern Hills High School faculty and staff here with us tonight, as well as district administrators, it is truly an honor to stand before you, especially before my soon-to-be Eastern Hills High School alumni, the class of 2021. One more time. To see your faces, to feel the hope here in Herman Clark Stadium tonight, nothing short of electric. You feel the heat. It's not just hot. You feel the heat tonight. Your light is shining bright here this evening. And to all the mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, nobody gets here alone, so we celebrate you too, and we thank you. Let's give them a round of applause tonight. You are a class of resiliency, a class of hope, a class of determination. Resiliency, hope, determination, a class that has persevered through circumstances none of us would have ever imagined. Unprecedented. You probably didn't know what that word meant or even cared to use it before, but unprecedented is a word that you have heard many times by now, defined as never done or known before. Virtual learning, virtual everything, uncharted territory. And still, no one really knows what you really went through to be able to be sitting right here tonight in this seat, preparing to walk across this stage and finally get your high school diploma. But you made it, and you're about to usher in a new chapter of your life. Some of you will go off to college. Some of you will go into trade school. Some of you will head to the military. Some of you will go straight to work. Whatever you decide to do, I want to ask you this question tonight. My graduating seniors, what is your intention? What is your purpose? And how will you step outside yourself and expose yourself to bigger and better things? Because whatever your intention is, whatever your purpose is, that is where you'll land. When you set your intention in life, or better yet, change your intention in life, you begin to live in purpose and live on purpose. Did y'all hear what I just said? When you set your intention in life, or better yet, change your intention in life, you begin to live in purpose and live on purpose. Tonight, I am challenging each of you to know your intention as to why you do what you do. And I promise you, if your intention is right, you will be successful in whatever you set out to do. When you step foot outside of this stadium tonight on this Thursday, June 17th. Now, best believe the journey will not always be easy. And don't expect the clarity of your intention to come all at once, because for some of you it won't, and that's okay. My one hope tonight is to be a source of some inspiration. I don't have a sob story to tell you. I don't have a starter from the bottom and now I'm here journey. I have been very blessed. And the reality is I'm still on my personal journey. I'm still setting my goals. I'm still experiencing big life moments, both good and bad, that will continue to shape me into the person that I am today. And that's for all of us, no matter how old you are. Now that sometimes, and know that sometimes, your path can be difficult, but that's only because your calling is much higher. I want you to remember that. I graduated from Eastern Hills in 2004, very focused student here. Graduated at the top of my class. I was a textbook band nerd. Shout out to the band over there. You're always recognized. You're doing an awesome job tonight. I mean, when I say band nerd, I mean I was a band nerd. I was in marching band, symphonic band, jazz band, concert band, full orchestra, winter drum line, all the bands and ensembles you can really think of, all directed by the legendary Kathy Bernal. So that kept me pretty busy throughout my high school career. But in the back of my mind, I always wondered, what's next after this? Do I make this my career? Is this music my thing? Is this something I was really passionate about? Can I make a decent living? So I graduated. I went on to Dillard University in New Orleans on a full tuition scholarship, not really knowing what I wanted to do, but with strong support, intention, and a purpose, it all worked out. Now, some 17 years later, I stand before you today, 5 TV stations later from across the country, a passion to be the best at whatever I set my mind to do. I sit in an anchor chair every morning at a TV station I grew up watching right here at home in Fort Worth. Each one of you are exactly what we need right now. This is your time. This is your time. I want to leave you with this tonight. Know that you are special. Know that you are loved. Know that you are leaving here tonight to create your own path of success, whatever that may be. But you have to blaze that path first. Your own path, because no one else is going to do it for you. And remember, you did not get here alone. Encourage somebody, inspire somebody to step up and step out, put their best foot forward. You will, from time to time, stumble, fall. You will for sure, and count on this, no doubt, you will have questions and you will have doubts about your path of intention. But here's what I do know tonight. If you're willing to listen, to be guided by that still small voice that is the guide, the GPS within yourself, to find out what makes you come alive, you will be more than okay. You'll be happy, you'll be successful, and you will make a difference in this world. And just when you think things are getting tough in your journey, remember this last year, 2020, 2021. You made it through the unprecedented, the unknown, and you survived. And you have a powerful story to tell. Know that you matter. You matter. Your story matters. Your ideas matter. Your experiences matter. Your vision for your future matters. So don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise, because there will always be those that will try to dim your light, try to keep you silent. Remember, there are people whose lives are tied into your dream. Enjoy this moment. Tonight, you celebrate years of hard work. This is an important time of transition. A lot of your foundations were shaken over the past year. Your lives and lives of your loved ones were changed. We are still in the midst of the pandemic. So one of my favorite quotes here tonight, and it's a quick one, and it's simple. If all you see is what you see, then you do not see all there is to be seen. Get out there and make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2021. Congratulations to your family. Make a mark on your city, the state of Texas, across this country, and across the world. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You had me a GPS, Mr. Anderson. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. We would now have a song from the Eastern Hills Mixed Choir.
Change of plans. I got some of my varsity young women here to help me, Miss Tamaya Woody and Miss Alexis Page. I came to win, to survive, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. To fly. You ready, Tamaya? If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise. I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. See, I was on the verge of breaking down.
Season they caught me in, but I will remain where the top begins.
Sometimes silence can seem so loud.
I am not a word, I am not a line, I am not a person that can ever be defined. Me against them, me against enemies, me against friends. Somehow they seem to you too calm one. A sea full of sharks and they all so blood. They start coming and I start rising, must be surprising. I'm just surmised I win. Fire, soar, higher, 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 more, fire.
To fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. I came to win. Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
There's nothing to
Get ready for it.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly, fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe I can fly.
Wow. Hey, thank you, Mr. Grove and his team. All right, at this time, I want to introduce to you Ms. Deborah Traylor, Executive Director, Fort Worth ISD.
Good evening. I am Mrs. Deborah Traylor, the Executive Director of Secondary School Leadership for the Eastern Hills Pyramid. Tonight, I am honored to recognize the salutatorian of the Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. Jennifer New, please join me at the podium. Congratulations. Ms. New is the salutatorian of the Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. Jennifer earned a 4.31 grade point average. During her time at Eastern Hills, Jennifer emerged herself in dual credit and on-ramps college preparatory courses. She is a superintendent scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, and plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to major in pre-pharmacy. She is the proud daughter of Hung Phi Nu. Would the family of Jennifer Nu please stand briefly and be recognized? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the salutatorian of the class of 2021, Miss Jennifer Nu. Congratulations, Miss Jennifer Nu.
Hello, Eastern Hill. How are you guys? I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. Dr. Seuss has once said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You're the guy who will decide where to go. When I first heard this quote, I realized you have the power to become who you are. Nobody can ask or make you become someone else. So good afternoon, Eastern Hills teachers, families, and students of 2021. I'm honored to be able to present this speech to you today. When I first stepped into this building my freshman year, I would have never imagined to be on the stage of the 2021 valedictorian. Each face recalls a story. More than that, each face I see resurface an emotion as I recognize all my classmates as my second family. I would like to thank our parents, guardians, teachers, and other supporters for doing everything in their power to get here at this very moment. From the simple words of encouragement, extra assistance for every time I struggle, I am blessed with a support system that guide, encourage, and motivate me to set challenging goals for myself. That have inspired me to believe that hard work really does pay off. This endless amount of support from everyone has led me to the stage, delivering my final message as a senior to you all. I would also like to put a final message to my fellow graduating seniors. I am so happy and proud of each and every one of you for finishing this journey together. Go class of 2021.
Congratulations. You can stay. Thank you, Jennifer. That was amazing, and you belonged on this stage, and I'm glad you were here. Good evening. I am Trustee Toby Jackson. I serve as the first Vice President of the Fort Worth ISD Board of Trustees, and the best job I have in the world is what I'm doing right now. I am so honored to recognize the valedictorian of the Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. Autumn Boone, will you please join each of us at the podium? You good? Yeah, my hat came on. We got some help up there if you want. Ms. Boone is the valedictorian of Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. Autumn has earned a 4.36 grade point average. During her time at Eastern Hills, Autumn immersed herself in dual credit, and on-ramps college preparatory courses. She ran track, was a member of the AVID Club. She is a superintendent scholar, a member of our National Honor Society, and she plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin. And she will major in education. And I hope this superintendent scholar is the superintendent of Fort Worth ISD. Let's get it done. Would the family of Ms. Autumn Boone please stand and let us give you a round of applause? She is the daughter of Brittany, Cash, and Melvin Boone. And she is tonight your valedictorian. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our valedictorian of the class of 2021, Miss Autumn Boone. There's some tissue right here. You need it?
Oh,
Take your time.
oh, I got it.
Okay. Take your time. You take your time.
Okay.
Take your time.
We'll cry a little bit.
You're fine. Oh, and you know what? All this hat and all this tissue got me confused. I have to give you your medal.
Oh, you want me to take my hat off?
I really didn't want you to because I was going to do it right.
There you go.
And I'm going to give your next one. Oh, it's coming up.
It's coming up. That's all. Okay. Good evening. I'm Autumn. I'm really honored I get to speak tonight. This year has been so remarkable, and I hope I do our class justice. First off, thank you, faculty, family, and friends for coming out and celebrating this special moment for the senior class of 2021. You've all made a difference in our lives, and I can't thank you enough for believing in us. Thank you, seniors, for coming out and sitting in this heat in your robes, but we all know walking across this stage is gonna make it worth it. Plus, we survived an intense blizzard, so I'm sure we can take the heat. Guys, we made it. This day that seems so far is finally here. Our senior year was not how we expected it. Heck, our junior year we left for spring break and never came back. So while we all knew this year was gonna be interesting, none of us could have been prepared. We faced a lot. It's crazy to think that a lot happened in 1 year. In such a short amount of time, we lost many things. Loved ones, jobs, relationships, all changed because of the pandemic. We even lost members of our own community. But we stayed strong. Some of us supported our families with jobs, took care of siblings. Some of us lost homes and had to move, all while trying to hit this milestone. I know I had my struggles. At the start of this uncertain year, my siblings, mom, and I were homeless. Thanks to the support of my Nana, she opened her home for us. I watched my mom work 3 jobs just to support 6 kids all on her own. I can't begin to imagine the physical and mental toll it took on her. Mom, I love you. I'm proud you're my mom. And I know there were really tough times, but I want you to know that your strength got us through it all. And Dad, thank you for giving me the courage to voice my need to live closer to school. Your support during the pandemic in terms of my mental health and through the loss of Grandma Louise means more than you will ever know. I know we both miss her, but she is here with us, and I see her in your smile. I know she is proud of both of us. And to everyone else who lost someone this year, know that they are with us today. The only obstacle living closer to school was finding a place to stay. Thankfully, my friend Kiana's mom, Miss Kayla, she gave me a home. And thank you. You showed me that our chosen family is just as true as our blood family. Seniors, I want you to think about your blood family and your chosen family. Thank them for their support. Every family has faced their own challenges, but we are here. Thank you to everyone in the audience, your children. The future of our community is sitting here with caps on their heads, ready to walk the stage. Teachers, admin, and counselors of other staff at Eastern Hills, y'all are the real MVPs. Sorry. Y'all had to find a way to nurture hundreds of kids in the pandemic. Teachers had to deal with Google Meets, new technologies, student Wi-Fi trouble, teaching in person and online at the same time, grading with grace, all while dealing with the pandemic's effects on your own personal lives. All of you were amazing, but I gotta give a personal shout out to Dr. Taylor, Coach Scott, Miss Science Payne, Miss Theater Payne, and Miss Crutcher. Seniors, be sure to find and thank those teachers that have impacted your lives, because without them, you wouldn't be here. Admin and counselors, y'all had to support students and parents through communication that wasn't always reliable, be it wrong numbers, kids moving, or just general connection problems. But you never gave up, and I can't thank you all. You tried to reach each and every student where they were to let them know that they were not forgotten, that the school cared for them. Special thanks to Ms. Barther and Mr. Bitton for staying with us so we could all be here. I want to wrap this up by acknowledging my classmates. Y'all, this year was weird. This year was weird. We had to grow up very fast in the midst of multiple historic moments, a pandemic, a new president, and significant social justice awareness. But through it all, we made the most of it. We expressed ourselves through art, music, dance, and song. I even got to be in a play this year. We pushed ourselves through sports, supported the community through groups like My Brother's Keeper, and Girls Inc. And we still had classic senior moments like prom and now graduation. You know, I may be standing here as your valedictorian just because of grades, but to be honest, how high your grades are don't matter. You're all here. I'm so proud to be a part of a class that overcame so much. I don't know all of your stories, but I do know no matter how you got here, you endured, you overcame, and you conquered. So now it's time to walk the stage and go our separate ways. I know it's going to be hard to leave each other. I'm definitely going to miss all of you. But the bonds we created here will last as long as you choose to cultivate them. Stay in touch, support each other like we have done all year. And as we leave, people ask, where are you going? That's something only you can answer. It could be college, trade school, or straight into the workforce. No matter where you go, remember, you've been given the strength to change your stars. I know it's a great big world and you might feel like you're just one person, but you can make real change in the world. And our adversities do not define us. As quoted from Jake the Dog, thanks for the quote, Brian Rivera. To live life, you need problems. If you got what you want the minute you want it, then what's the point of living? Take this as a note that your challenge are what make life worth it all. The world isn't ready for us, but we're ready for the world. Congrats, class of 2021.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What I do with this?
Thank you, Autumn. Good evening. I am Letitia Manning, ninth grade assistant principal. I am pleased to present our 2021 Latin Honors groups. Eastern Hills High School summa cum laude candidates comprise the top 2% of their graduating class. Tonight, they are wearing gold honor cords. Summa cum laude candidates and their families, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Please hold all applause until all names have been called. Autumn Boone. Javier Frere, Jennifer New, Perla Riviera. Congratulations on your phenomenal achievement. Summa cum laude candidates may be seated. I will now present our magna cum laude candidates for graduation. Magna cum laude candidates comprise the highest 3% of their graduating class. Tonight, they are wearing silver honor cords. Magna cum laude candidates and their families, please stand as I call your names and remain standing. Please hold all applause until names have been called. Esmeralda Becerra Jimenez. Jennifer Duarte. Joshua Gichaba. Maricela Gonzalez. Melissa Martinez. Emily Reyes. Congratulations on your magnificent achievement. Magna cum laude candidates may now be seated. I will now present our cum laude candidates for graduation. Cum laude candidates comprise the highest 5% of the graduating class. Tonight, they are wearing Highlander blue honor cords. Cum laude candidates and their families, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Please hold all applause until names have been called. Muhammad El Jabori. Kapinwa Nicole Messina. Joshua Burke. Giselle Passaman. Jasmine Franklin. Desiree Rosales. Crystal Gainzor. Soraya Sanford. Natalie Herrera. Andrea Zaragoza Murillo. And Sarah Hong. Thank you. You may be seated. I will now recognize our graduating members of the National Honor Society. In order to be inducted into the National Honor Society, students must complete an application process, have a 3.25 or higher GPA, and be enrolled in a pre-advancement, placement, or advanced placement courses throughout high school. Tonight, these students are wearing white stoles with a light blue ribbon medallion. Would all of the National Honor Society candidates for graduation and their families please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Next, we will recognize our graduating students who earned the Distinguished Level of Achievement Diploma by successfully completing one or more endorsements in the areas of science, technology, engineering and math, business and industry, public service, arts and humanities, and multidisciplinary studies, and have earned a business or industry certification or license, or have taken and successfully passed Algebra 2. Tonight, these students are wearing double black cords. Would all of the Distinguished Level of Achievement candidates for graduation and their families please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. I will now introduce our Eastern Hills High School Superintendent Scholars. Students were selected for the distinguished honor because they are in the top academic echelon of the Fort Worth Independent School District. The students are being honored for achievement as either dual credit scholar, an AP scholar, or AP scholar with honors, AP scholar with distinction, or AP scholar, a National Achievement Scholar or National Hispanic Scholar. With the superintendent scholars and their family, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I will now recognize our Gold Seal Program of Choice candidates for graduation. The Gold Seal programs may include college credit hours, dual credit, license or certifications, and advanced placement courses. Each graduate is recognized with an honor cord, a gold seal on their diploma, and a medallion. Gold Seal education and training candidates are wearing teal and gold cords. Gold Seal law enforcement and legal services candidates are wearing blue and black cords. Gold Seal fire technology candidates are wearing orange and red cords. Would all the Gold Seal candidates and their families please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Our last honor group is 2021 Eastern Hills University Interscholastic Lead Scholars. This honor reserved for students, athletes who participated in a varsity sport carrying a GPA of 3.7 or above and exhibit leadership with the school and the community. Tonight, these students are wearing URL medallions. With the URL scholars and their families, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, you may be seated. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Kent Scribner, First Vice President, Fort ISD Board Member Toby Jackson, Chief of Secondary Schools, Dr. Cherie Washington, Executive Director, Deborah Traylor, Principal Katrina Smith, and the rest of the Highlander faculty and staff, we congratulate all of our honor groups. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Manning. Okay, at this time, please welcome another one of our top students, number 3, Perla Rivera. Okay, one more time, Perla Rivera.
Hello. Good evening. Thank you all for being here today. To our parents and guardians sitting in the stands, we say thank you. Thank you for the hard work and sacrifice you have made to make this day possible. You are the ones who have supported and been with us since day one. From changing our diapers to watching us grow into fine young adults. There aren't enough ways to express our love and gratitude. So we greatly appreciate you, parents and guardians. Now that we have our high school diploma, we hope to make you proud, and this will be one of the many accomplishments to come. To our senior staff and faculty for making this year and day possible, despite these difficult times. Last spring, we never thought we would have a senior year, let alone a graduating day. So the class of 2021 would like to say thank you. You have put in your best effort for us to have a prom, field day, and so much more. You have put your heart and dedication into making sure everyone crosses the stage today. To the teachers, counselors, advisors, principals, janitors, and anyone who I may be missing, thank you. Thank you for everyone's patience and for believing us and crossing over this milestone. Buenas tardes. Gracias a todos por estar hoy aquí. A nuestros padres y tutores que se sienten en las gradas, les damos las gracias. Gracias por el duro trabajo y los sacrificios que han hecho para hacer posible este día. Ustedes son los que nos han apoyado y estado con nosotros desde el primer día. Desde cambiar nuestros pañales hasta vernos convertirnos en buenos adultos jóvenes. No hay suficientes formas de expresar nuestro amor y gratitud. Así que les agradecemos muchos, padres y tutores. Ahora que tenemos nuestro diploma de escuela preparatoria, esperamos seguir haciéndolos sentir orgullosos y este será uno de los muchos logros que vendrán. Y a nuestro personal superior y la facultad por hacer posible este año y este día, a pesar de estos tiempos difíciles. La primavera pasada nunca pensamos que tendríamos un último año, y mucho menos un día de graduación. Así que la clase de 2021 y todos dan las gracias. Han hecho su mejor esfuerzo para que tengamos un baile de graduación, un día de campo y mucho más. Han puesto su corazón y dedicación para asegurarse de que todos crucen esa etapa. A los maestros, consejeros, asesores, directores, conserjes y cualquier persona a la que me falté, gracias. Gracias por la paciencia de todos y por creer en nosotros y superar este hito. Gracias and thank you.
Thank you, Perla. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas. Autumn Boone and Jennifer New, please lead the class of 2021 to the platform. Graduates, please remember to bring your cards.
Autumn Boone. Jennifer New.
Perla Rivera. Javier Fraire. Marisela González. Melissa Martínez. Esmeralda Bacera Jiménez.
Joshua Chachaba.
Jennifer Duarte. Emily Reyes.
Jasmine Franklin. Sarah Hong.
Andrea Zaragoza Murillo. Natalie Herrera. Nicole Musenda.
Soraya Sandifer.
Crystal Gainzer.
Mohammed Al-Jabari.
Desiree Rosales.
Joshua Burke.
Giselle Passman.
Malik Jalil Abdul.
Maria Acosta Vázquez.
Jordan Adams.
Julie Aguilar.
Antoinette Anderson. Javon Anderson.
Sebastián Barrios del Ángel. Itziri Becerra y Reyes.
Chrissy Beasley. Afia Grace Biko.
China Blair. Jada Bookman. Zephaniah Bowie. Dylan Brown. Savanye Burrell. Malik Carter. Mercedes Carter. Jalen Clay. Jaden Clopton. Johnny Cole. Kiera Cole. Sinai Coleman. Nathan Collins. Eldridge Converse. Jacoby Crowder. Jamidrick Crowder. Misha Colbreth. Devonye Davidson. Ariana Davis. Philip Davis. Jasmine Denmont. Daniela Marin Dorado. Amarian Dorsey. Mikkel Downton. Savion Edwards. Adonis Evans. Brandon Fagan. Ryan Fagan. Octavia Fain. Kalia Fields. Christian Finley. Andrea Flores. Sajay Flowers. Kiera Floyd. Cavell Floyd. Jalen Forrest. Jacoria Franklin. Zachary Frantz. Brian Fuentes Rubio. Markia Fairley. Dandrick Gaines. Diego Gainzer. Alexis Gante. Jennifer Garcia. Karen Garcia. Isela Garcia. Christina Gomez. Charles Gordon. Rafael Guevara. Elisa Hall. Maya Hamid. Jamil Henderson. Adrián Hernández. Alyssa Hernández. I got him. Give me that. Joaquin Hernandez. Jose Herrera. Ariane Hightower. Celine Hinojosa. Peyton Holbert. Milton Houston. Elijah Hudson. Michaela Hughes. Eskaya Hughes. Marlicia Ingram. Alaya Jackson. Carnicia Jackson. Emmanuel Jackson. Kyron Jackson. Kenneth Johnson. Lavera Jones. Malachi Justice. Zanako Cater. Bonnie Carr.
Abracia King. Alec Lamb.
Dewan Lee. Malaysia Lee. Raikyon Lee. Trinity Lewis Pike.
Eduardo Lopez.
Justice Love.
Humberto Lozoya.
Kaviana Lucas. Jamaria Lusk.
Marcos Macía. Edith Maradiaga Espinal. Chloe Martínez. Jared Martínez Guerrero.
Kamari Mayfield. Lance McCoy.
Arturo Méndez.
Jordan Miles.
Brittany Muñoz. Kevin.
Natalie Nevadas.
Kevin Niño Rodríguez.
Samuel Amasibro.
Carla Ordóñez. Elijah Orr.
Demarius Page. Eric Palmore.
Jaime Parga. Guillermo Payán. Alex Pérez Cano.
India Polk. Roderick Poole. Daniel Pringle.
Ariana Quesada. Jesse Ramos.
Tiandra Randall. Kyler Reese.
Cristian Reyes Castro.
Aaliyah Rose. Kavion Richardson.
Natalie Rio. Brian Rivera. Mario Rizzo.
Cassandra Robertson. Jamari Robinson.
Ashley Rodríguez. Melvin Rodríguez. Edwin Roque Velázquez. Ulises Ruiz Romero.
Genevieve Russell.
Darenka Salgado.
Dylan Sanders. Tatiana Sanders. Marquise Scott. Can't do that.
Oscar Saucedo.
Trevor Scott Lincoln. John Skinner. Dontario Smith. Mariah Smith.
Melanie Solis Gurrola. Diana Núñez. Ruth Tong. Luis Uribe. Jairo Valle. Eduardo Verdín.
Karen Silva.
Melissa Villalobos.
DeAndre Waits. Alexander Walker.
Anaya Wallace. Jemiah Warren.
Taiwan Washington. Amaya White. Destiny Williams. Sahara Sky Williams. Lila Woods. Raul Solis. I was trying to move this out your way.
Class of 2021, please stand. By the power given to me by the state of Texas, I now declare you graduates of Eastern Hills High School class of 2021. Woo!
Go sit down.
All of your high school experiences have culminated in this moment. Class of 2021, please stand. Please take your tassels with your left hand and move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2021.
All right, one more time for our class of 2021. All right, last thing before we dismiss. Hey, listen, parents, it takes a lot of people to get those students across the stage. And let me tell you something, parents, it starts with you, and we are proud of you too. So thank you. All right, seniors, Listen, you guys are gonna walk out, okay? And after you walk out, Jennifer and Autumn gonna lead you back. You're gonna lead you out. And you're gonna get your diplomas on the side right here.
Okay, play the music. Play the music. Play the music. Play the music. This is more than that drug. Yeah, go ahead and tell them on there.
Okay, Miss Smolowski, go ahead. Your band can start now.
Yeah, go ahead and get with them because they're going to show out. No. Go ahead. No. Where are the teachers?
On the opposite side. There you go. Thank you, Payne.